Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you. Michigodo Zaro. I welcome each and one of you this morning, this night, and this depending wherever you are, watching us live and direct. Right now, we are on so many platforms. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitter, in order to preach the gospel of redemption. My name is Mazi Innocent Nkendele Emmanuel, a bona fide active member of IPOB, and I'm here to preach the gospel because we must preach this gospel. The enemy are doing everything possibly or humanly possibly to make sure that they interrupt us, to make sure that they bring us down. But at the same time, we must do everything humanly possible to educate our people, to let our people, for them to know what is going on, and also to offer our own advice to the power that be, the indigenous people of Biafra. And this is my advice to our authorities in IPOB, that our people, our volunteers should be very, very careful. Our volunteers should be very, very careful. Why did I say that? If we noticed a few days ago that we intercept with the military and police who came to invade us, they ran away. But we must also think beyond our imagination. You know what I'm saying now? It might be a setup. It might be a setup, arms that they abandon, and we pick those arms in order to use it to fight them. This is where my advice comes this morning, the 18th of January 2021, that we must have a scientist, our engineers, that before we use those weapons, before we use those guns, our scientists must clarify and say that it is free. Because these people, they might ship in something, one thing or the other, a tracking device. They might ship in just something to track us. You know what I'm saying now? In order to use it against us. So, and the people who we know that they are not intelligent enough in order for them to able to tackle us, they are having help from the British, because as we know it, Her Majesty, she did not want Biafra to go. Immediately in 2017, she was one of the people who sent condolence to Nigerians. But immediately the cabal, they took in charge. They asked her to withdraw from her position. And that is why ever since then, you can never ever see them talk about the death of the late Buhari. You know what I'm saying now? So they are also the one who is feeding them, giving them ideas of what they do. So this is why I say that we must be very, very careful. Before we do anything with the guns that we snatch from them, our scientists must check to see if there is any tracking device. I want this video to go viral. I want this video to go viral. Wherever you're watching me from, make sure you send this to the appropriate authority of IPOB. You know what I'm saying now? I am also a member of IPOB, but most of us don't have access to our great leader, Nnamdi Kanu, or the people around him. So this is how we send our message. Like our leader said, we don't do anything secretly. We do everything openly so that the world will know. And remember, we are not practicing democracy yet. We are not practicing democracy yet because Biafra has not been restored. And that is the reason why that whatever that you are asked to do, you must do it without any question. You know what I'm saying now? You must do it without any question. And that is to say that the contribution for the Eastern Security Network, we must not divert from that. Each and every one of us have a role to play. Each and every one of us have something to contribute. It's not just coming live to make a live broadcast, but also to contribute financially. We must contribute financially in order to support the struggle. Because the people that we're fighting, they are so many. If you check the foreign ambassadors in damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, they are more than 47. And I know that they don't want us to use their platform, their Facebook platform, to do anything concerning this struggle. That is why we are moving gradually away from the damnable Zoological Republic platform. I still remember Innocent Kendele, and the number on the screen for you to call, only signal for those of you who have signal. The number is on the screen, and you can call in order to give your contribution. They have now begun to attack our program right now as I'm speaking. They are beginning to attack our program as I'm speaking right now. Automatically, that the whole system is down as I'm speaking to you right now. It says here, trying to reconnect, and one is completely shut down. But we must not give up. We must not give up, because we must always speak on top of our voices in order to give our message. I still remember as Innocent Emmanuel, and we are here live and direct to preach the gospel of redemption. We are here to preach the gospel of redemption. Thank you very much for joining this program. I just have faith that people are listening to me. I just have faith that people are listening to me. Now, people are listening to me. So I cannot give up. I cannot give up. The beginning of every genuine state in Africa is the restoration of Biafra. That's what I'm saying now. The restoration of Biafra is the genuinely created nation in the planet of Earth. In this planet of Earth. If they remove you, I want you to come back again. My system is, but I'm going to try to reconnect again in order for us to continue. But if you're hearing me, because I am speaking with a faith that people are still listening to me, that they want to do possible in order to make sure that, or to give the impression that the people are not hearing what we are talking about. I want you to do me one thing, sure that this program get to the appropriate authority of IPOB, so that we can be able to send our message straight. The system is down, but I am speaking with the faith that there are people who are listening. Like I said, we must be very, very careful. We must be very, very careful in order not to fall into attempt. If you check my my previous message that I sent, or if you check my post, there was a post concerning the so-called Niger. There's something now concerning the so-called Niger. What is it called? Al Jazeera. They flew down to Nigeria in order to have this conversation of Niger Delta's Avengers. One of them. And if most of you understand what I'm talking about, what did they do? Them interviewed with the leader, and the leader, he waiting that he is not going to die. He's going to take care of his people, that these people understand all of these things. But one thing is certain, after 10 days later, the gang, the leader, he was killed, and over dozens of his crew members massacred. Who did that? Who did that? The people that did it is the Al Jazeera media platform that came to interview them. You understand? So they dropped something on the ground. They dropped a tracking device on the ground in order for the military to be able to track one of the leaders in the Niger Delta. It is on my page. You can go and check it out. You know what I'm saying now? So we must be very, very careful. Anytime we come in interception with the military weapons, that they came in, we exchanged one of the guns and they abandoned their car and they ran away. We must think beyond that. You know what I'm saying now? We must think beyond that, because there might be a tracking device. There might be a tracking device in those weapons, in those. So this is where our scientists have to come in. And I want the appropriate authority in IPOB to get this message and to put it in work, if they have not. Because not everything that we do that comes at home, but the most important things have to be delivered to the people in order for us to be able to understand what is going on. We don't send a code messages, our messages openly. And we spend a great deal of time to educate our people, to enlighten our people, to analyze for our people to be able to understand. This is live presentation, and we are live and direct, and by the special grace of God, we're going to pray in the language of heaven before we start this program. I na-ekene gị ụmụaka ga-abịakwute n'ụtụtụ anụmanụ ka anyị wee kpọkuo gị ka anyị wee nye gị aha otuto, maka na ọ bụ abụ Chineke na bụ onye mme ka anyị dị ndụ n'ala ndị dị ndụ. Lekwa mmụọ IPOB all over the world, ma ndị na-atụ utu ma ihe ndị nke anyị na-eme, anyị na-asị ka ị nọnyere anyị nche nne n'otu 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 ụtụtụ na-efe n'abalị. Papa nke bụrụ ike iwe nwee ike ka anyị wee nụọ ọgụ anụnwa, ka anyị wee nwee ike wee nụọ ọgụ wee nwee mmeri. Ndị nke nọkwa na prison, ndị nọ nga, ndị na-enwere ifame, ndị people like Dave Umar, ndị people like the Anambra State governor tinyere na prison language because of gịnị anyị na-asị ka ị netafa ka ị fama bụ ndị na-asabotaji ife na-eme ebe ọbụla panọ, ka mmeri bụrụ nke anyị, ka ifere bụrụ nke ha. Nekwa Eastern Security Network ka anyị na-arị gị n'aka. Ndị iro na-eme ihe niile nke ọbụla ha na-eme ka ha nwee ike wee mee ka sure na track la anyị, ka ha wee mee ka sure that na ifere bụ nke anyị. Ya nwa ka ị ga-eji efe abata n'ala anyị, fe bulu moto, bulu egbe, bulu bubata, in order ka ewe gịnị, ka ewe track, ewe tinye tracking device. Ọ ga-aba buruzie wee pụzie, fe weluzie wee na track anyị. Okay, take an intelligence in order to beat intelligence. And we're here to people to understand what is going on. The 18th of January 2021. Go looking at the appropriate authority of IPOB. How we make wait or not na hating area. Manama Nagate, Manoka Ikwe, Anani Betemazo, Biafra Kobia. Ndị na-provide na-alụ ngwa agha dị iche iche a ga-eji wee nụ ọgụ a. Na nwere anyị nkwa wee sị na Chineke nna nke n'igwe bụ onye ga-anụrụ anyị ọgụ. Na anyị nwere onwe anyị ga-achọs ya ga-eme gịnị, anyị ga-eme nke ndị oyibo na-akpọ cleaning of house, wee jidezi ka anyị jidezi ndị agha fa fọdụrụ, anyị ewebie ha. Ihe ndị anụ aka na-ayọ na okike abịa ma bi n'igwe ise. The beginning of Biafra in Africa and the world, that is the genuinely created nation, free from all of this emancipation, free of all of this contraption, that the people can be able to go to school, access a free education, access a free health system without interruption, without fear of anything, that the children can be able to go to school like the way we used to do in those days, without fear of terror, without fear of anything. But we must enlighten people. We must educate our people for them to use their number 6, for them not to put the hope on the damnable zoological republic of governors, senators, presidency, or whatever hope that they might have promised you, for them not be able to use what they see, but to use their number 6, because God gave us this, our brain, to use it and think. And it is only IPOB who can be able to open your eyes and tell you the danger that is at hand. The genuinely created nation is Biafra. And the moment the Biafra creation is in place, my brothers and sisters, the whole Africa will be free. The whole world will be free. I still remember Emmanuel, and we're here to preach the gospel of redemption. If you in any way have not been in the support of Eastern Security Network, and by which I mean financially, you have to do so. If you also remember one of the last programs that our leader Mazen Namdekan made, he said that we should not accept, or nobody should give us any food material, because the Janjaweed might poison this food in order for us to die. That can also happen in the weapon that they came in order to intercept us, and then they ran away. We will be making videos jubilating that they have run away, but we have to use our number 6, because the people who are supporting them, which is the British, what would they do? They also will use their number 6 in order to defeat us, because we are using our numbers to defeat them. So it takes a higher intelligence in order to defeat the people like us. But it's impossible, because Chukwu Kabiama, he is the one who make this possible for us to be able. The question of IPOB is not by any man, but by speak to our brothers and sisters who might be hoping that something good will come to damnable zoological republic of Nigeria. Some people who might be thinking that the restructuring of Nigeria will bring hope. Then the question you, what about the 1967-1970 war? What was the reason why that we fought? Was it not because of the so-called restructuring that the people in the Niger Delta can have control of their resources? Is that not the reason why that we went to Aburi to have a proper debate in order for you to be able to control your resources? So my brothers trying to tell you that they ask that person for more than 60 years now, what achievement have Nigeria offer you? The question. So we must choose our in order to beat these people. And this is why when we intercept them in any gunshot, when we take down their guns and the rest of them, our scientists must do the needful in order to thoroughly check those weapons if there is any tracking device, because the enemy will do everything humanly possible. If you also listen to the last broken that our leader Mazen made last time, he said they can do whatever they can in order to stop the coming of Biafra. Let me find it and read it according to his words, as he said. Let me find our leader Mazen statement concerning the challenge that he challenged the British for them to be able to do what they can to stop the coming of Biafra. He said, let me get it right. But before I begin that statement, our leader Mazen Namdekan said, I want to emphasize on the conference meeting that the presidency, general of police, army, the media magoos that you have in damn Republic of Nigeria, the members in Nigeria, that the conference meeting that they have in order to use an official preparation for the massacre in the of Biafra in our region. An official preparation massacre, official one. Because the question that you must ask, those ambassadors that I mean, that is representing the various country in damn Republic of Nigeria. Why wouldn't they report what in Nigeria? I tell you the reason why. The reason why is because if they report what is going on in Nigeria, that will affect whatever they are benefiting. General Olinshaki, the chief of general force, the presidency, the diplomatic, which is the members, and the media magoos, wish to reciprocate and suspend their performance in Biafra land. Meaning that a world class meeting was held with these people that I mentioned now, with all the governors in the eastern region and the saboteurs in IPOB. We also have saboteurs. Most of us saw it a few months ago in 2020 that a great number of people that we looked upon on exposed by the Chukwu cabinet. So we also have saboteurs. And these IPOB members who claim to be IPOB members in our midst, sabotaging information, a tackle involving sharing information or status, meaning that an official position with the zoo called Nigeria government, especially in the social group. And now you have people like Pandef, you have people like Ohanezibo. Before the election of Ohanezibo, we saw a leaked document that the Arua, which is the official terrorist group in Nigeria, they sent to John Onyanwodo for his job well done, and that they are asking him to appoint a particular person to be his successor with the help of Hope Uzodimma, the Supreme Court governor. There's something now. So, did you see? This is why you have put two together. These are the ones that have already passed. Now, we are telling you that what is happening, we must be very, very careful. Those interception of guns that we have with them, we capture them, we must not use at once. You know what I'm saying now? We must make sure that we take it thoroughly. Having the device available, immediately we intercept those weapons. At the spot where those things were intercepted, we must check it. We must thoroughly check it, the cars and everything, before we took those guns, those guns and those people. Messages like this have been given out since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. And doing that, the people listening to the voice of Mazen Namdekanu right from the beginning, my brothers and sisters, we will not be here today. By now, we will have been enjoying in the Biafran kingdom, as we speak. When you say that you must not allow the Supreme Governor to take place in the Imo State, people ignore it. When he said this man who is coming, you must boycott everything boycottable, but you clamp down on him. Because the duty of a black man is to fight for the people who is here to restore them or to rescue them. This is a stupid black man mentality. But in IPOB, we are here to spread the gospel. Because structural group, and people are in line with who? With the Federal Damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. This is a live presentation. And today is 18th of January 2020. We are here to preach, and we are live in so many platforms as we speak. We are live in YouTube. We are live in different Facebook platforms. We are in Twitter in order for people to get this message. So when one or two are gathered, must hear our voice. Elohim must hear our voice. For them who are the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, which we challenge them, that nothing that can be ever done in order to safeguard damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria is impossible. But you are welcome to try. You are welcome to try. The British are welcome to try to do everything possible in order to do what? To save Nigeria foundation. And this is what they are doing it. We must use our number 6. We must use our number 6. We must use our number 6. But we, the indigenous people of Biafra, now comes to the statement that our leader made on the 1st of January 2020. That the Facebook will never allow him to speak. He said, we, the indigenous people of Biafra, we are very, very strategic in terms of our approach. Not just the disintegration of damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, but its disempowerment. This is the word of our leader, Mazen Nam. And he did promise that by the time we are through with the Nigerian, Nigeria will no longer exist country. That is where we are heading to. For us to be able to accomplish that, the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia must be recreated in the damnable northern part of damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. You know what I'm saying now? So they will do everything humanly possible in order to make sure that the coming of Biafra never come, because they know exactly what awaits them. So that is why we must be very, very careful. When we intercept any weapon, what do? Our devices must be ready to check them thoroughly so that we can be able to do what? To make use of it. Because this is a technology. This is a technology time. This is a technology. He said that Eastern security will give it to us because their internal foolishness, stupidity, by which he means Fulani Janjaweed government, will come engage the Eastern security network. And it is not a question of if, but when. But when? When would that happen? The moment hold of our location, where our women, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, who abandoned the family the other ones, the way forward to go, by which I means on the armed struggle, because we can't do it alone. It's impossible. We cannot do it alone. We need help. Why there are people who volunteer themselves to carry the arms? That's what I'm saying now. Just have excuse me, I have to put this on the charger so that we don't run out of, because people are listening to what we're talking about, and we cannot allow this thing to slip away. We cannot allow this thing to slip away. It's impossible. Let me just put this on the charger, please. Just hold on, please. Like I said, I'm using so many devices, and we are live on so many platforms. So, and this battery is running down, so we have to put it on so that we can be able to our program. We can be able to continue our program. So, we must use our number 6. We must use our number 6 because they will do everything humanly possible to stop the coming of Biafra, which we challenge them to do so. But are we stupid enough to allow them to succeed? Of course not. He said, instant security will give it to us because internal foolishness and stupidity will come to injure, and it is not a question of if, but when. When would that happen? When they have action. They are doing everything humanly possible to have our location. They are doing everything humanly possible to have our location. And those movie that they act that they abandon, they have to really check it truly that we really defeated them on that aspect, or was it until? And we must also remember, like our leader said, that we don't do everything secretly. Of course, not everything was public, but this little one that we've been able to give out, they are also watching, and they are making use of this information as well. So this is the reason why that you want this program, for it to get to the appropriate authority of IPOB, in order to do what? If we have not taken through this direction, because I know that we have, but if, so we should do so. They will do everything humanly possible to engage us. And instant security will give it to us, because in their internal foolishness and stupidity, they will come to engage us. And it is not a question if, but when. But this time, we are waiting for them in our bushes. We are waiting for them in our forest. So like I said, we must use our number 6 because they will come. What was their plan? Did they really run for their life? Or was it a planned deal with the British in order to track us, just like the way they've been tracking the Avengers of Niger Delta? The ones that did not allow themselves or agree surrendering their gun, a kind of interview with the world power media platform like Al Jazeera, CNN, we asked for interview. And through that interview, what would they do? They would do a tracking device for the military to be able to do what? To intercept them and kill all of them. Because they are also doing the work of the devil. The media are also doing the work of devil. They want to protect the interest of whatever country that they're representing. They want to help the Nigerian government to do the job, because they know that the people did not their government. So they will come in with their white clothes and pretending to be angels, getting all the information that they need, and they will drop a tracking device in order to do what? To track us down, which they did with Niger Delta. This is the reason why If you are conversant with what is going on in Democratic Republic of Nigeria, with the things that affect us as a people, you will understand what happened in the Niger Delta to the people who took arms to defend their land. They are all being traced and killed by the media. Media will first of all give an interview. They will seek word from their mouth, put some of the, and they will use it to track the location. So he said, this time around, we are waiting for them in our bushes and in our forest. That we are not going to fight this war in our township, of course, because we want to safeguard our people. Just also, they don't want this to fought in the northern part of Nigeria. And something now, they don't want this war to be fought in the northern part of Nigeria. They want this war to be fought in our township, but we are wiser sheep, rather in our bushes. But these bushes, we must keep it safe. We must keep it safe and sound so that we cannot be able to endanger our people. I'm going to put the number on the screen so for you to be able to call. I've already done that before, but they intercepted this program and I restart it again. But now I'm going to put the number. It's only signal. It's only signal. So I'm going to put it. But if you have your pen, I'll be calling the number so that you can be able to call in and talk to our people. I want people to call in and talk to our people on signal. So get your signal already while the number. Only signal, please. Only signal. Only signal. Only signal. So as I'm typing the number, I'll be calling the number as well. So if you are fast enough, you can be able to call in. But I'll give the last number because, like I said, I have so many devices here. I'm going to save the last number. Then I'll call the last number. I will call the last number when I'm done. If you're fast enough, you can call it. You call it. +49 1521 6892 36. Number. The number is on the screen. I'm gonna pin it. So let me put it on the other one so that people can be able to understand what we are talking about. Please don't call yet. Just when I say you should call, you can call. Don't call yet. Don't call yet, please. Let me put it on the other devices so that we can be able to carry everybody along. +49 1521 6829 362. The number is on the screen on the other platform. I want you please to call in the number. Now let me put it on the other one. Please don't call yet till we are set. We are set. Only signal, please. Only signal. Only signal. Only signal. Plus 49 1521 6829 362. So, brothers and sisters, you are free to call in now and give your suggestion. Once you call, I will accept you. Then you can tell people what to think about what is going on and how smart us prepare ourselves in order to be ready. Because, like our leader said, we are got this war in our bushes and in our forest because we want to safeguard our people. Because he said that they will leave their backside open. So preventing this war to be fought in the northern Nigeria, of course, the terrorists that they are breeding for a very long time, feeding them and giving them feeding bottle, is now growing. And they are now their backside open that the terrorists will flock into our land from across the entire Sahara and occupy their land. So the moment they enter in order to intercept us, to kill us, with this official massacre that is going on, at the same time, their backside is open and it will be occupied. So we will kill them. Whatever that remains of them, we will kill them, we will destroy them. But we must do it. We must be very, very careful. We must be very, very careful. This is a live presentation today, the 18th of January 2020. And I still remember as Innocent Emmanuel, a bona fide active member of IPOB. And also a bona fide active financial member in IPOB as well. So it's not just that you're making program. You must also contribute financially. Because the enemy that we are fighting, there are too many. So without your financial support, it's almost impossible for us to be able to carry on. It's almost impossible for the people who abandon their family, their wife, their husband, their uncles, their nephew, their relation, to go into the bush, to go into the forest, to protect and to guide our land. It seems that they are also foolish and not foolish, like they are foolish. But you allow that. You must allow our foolishness to yield a fruit. You must allow our stupidity to yield a fruit. You must allow our miscreant to yield a fruit by supporting the Eastern Security Network financially, so that we can be able to move this great mansion and able to free us. That God will destroy them. That what they call a banditry or insurgency or terrorism is just a play. It is a child's play that the real deal is coming, according to our leader Mazen. The real deal is coming. That the cause which they lay upon themselves is coming to consume them. That for this process of all of you, we worship God. We worship God the way we never did. Processes not to destroy our enemy. All of you, all of us, we worship God the way we never did. Imagine the billions of people have taken into this world, but the God Almighty Chukwokika Biama choose Biafra. Why can't we use our number 6? Why can't we use our number 6 to think? People are busy sabotaging what we're doing. People are, but they don't think further. You have to ask yourself, you go better, you go better. What will make it never better since 60 years ago? What will make it never better since 6 years ago? It never better. And now you go better. When they say IPOB don't come out to say enough is enough, now you know you go better. You must be mad. There is something wrong with your brain. Therefore, we come not by any mortal, but through the grace of God, the Chukwokika. So it doesn't matter what they do. Why I would just say that the Britain will try. Let them try. He challenged them to try. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going. But we need a massive collective effort in able to achieve this. We need to carry everybody along, because Nigeria is a good place for you. Nigeria is never a good place for you and me. The moment we begin to abandon our thinking of ego better, start thinking about the future of our children, stop thinking about what you will benefit now, but begin to start to think about the future of your unborn generation. Stop thinking about the 2x2 in the northern Nigeria or in Lagos. But even in Lagos, even in Iran, there are a lot of people who don't believe in the ideology of Odudu, and they will join hands with our people in the Yoruba land in order to work against the Oduduwa and against Biafra. The moment you stop thinking about your 2x2, begin to start to think about the future of your children. The moment you stop thinking about the fence that you want to complete your building this year. Hey, last year, hey, I could not be able to complete my building. It is bad though. But the government, they perpetually, they locked up the border for you not to be able to do your business. You have to think beyond that. You have to think beyond that. It's not about, hey, last year I no make a year. This my fence, I will finish. This I will roof my house today. While your people are dying, you must not wait until it affects you. You must not wait until it affects you directly. This is the reason why that IPOB has to stay, and IPOB is using the opportunity, the every platform that we have, to make sure that we do what? That we propagate this gospel. And as I'm doing so, we are live and direct in so many platforms. More than 6, 7, 8 platforms, live and direct. Like, as I'm speaking to you, in different Facebook platform, in different YouTube platform, Twitter, we are live and direct to make sure that we propagate this so that our people can be able to stop to get all you require or what your parent planned for you, because the government never produced an opportunity for that. And now you have opportunity given to you by the Chukwokika Biama, who choose Biafra. In as much as there are billions of people living in this world, but you choose Biafra. Why can't you abandon whatever that whatever that you think about yourself and begin to think about your future? Begin to think about 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 years to come. Begin to make a change. Begin to grab the opportunity. And by doing so, is to fully support the Eastern Security Network. Why won't the Eastern governors produce the security outfit? Meeting upon meeting, meeting upon meeting. But it's now that we've been able to bring an Eastern Security Network that unifies the entire the entire eastern region from Kogi state. Unification, unity. There's now that they now know that they will bring out the Eastern Security outfit. Now that they know they will bring out forest guard. Now they know they will bring village guard. Now they bring mosquito guard, dog guard, whatever guard. You have to reason. And you yourself, who might have been thinking to join those useless security outfit, you are endangering your life. Because if we find you in any forest or in any bushes, we will treat terrorists. The Eastern Security Network, we treat you as a terrorist. You call us terrorists. Now you see what is terrorist. You call us terrorists, then now you see, but this terrorist, the whole world is in support of this particular terrorist. This terrorist, the whole world is in support of what we're doing. That's what I'm saying now. So you must not allow few people in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria to make a decision that will affect your generation upon generation, trying to yield you into confusion of security in order to bring in their Fulani brothers and sisters on the entire Sahel of Africa to inhabit your land, to take over your land, and by the time you know it, you have a governor as a Fulani man. Which is, show me a place in the workshop, police, army that being controlled by an Biafra man. It's impossible. So they are now beginning with the security, which is police, army, whatever you have it in your land. So what makes you think? What makes you think that they will not do it in 20, 30 years to come in the governorship election of Anambra State I come from, or in Imo State, or in River State, in Delta State, in whatever state that they have or they created. The whole state in the Biafra land should think that this system of policing, army in our region, that they will not do the same in the political, because now that you have opportunity to support the Eastern Security Network, you are busy fighting Eastern Security Network. You are Eastern Security Network. But we are telling you, those right now, give you those things for 60 years before now. Why? We are now heading to 61 years. We are now by October 1st, 2021, it will be 61 years of Nigerian existence. By October 2021, it will be 61 years. By October 2023, it will be 61 years. Before you know it, your life, your land will be taken over. This is the reason why that we, the indigenous people of Biafra, we are so much prepared for whatever that will come. We are so much prepared, but we need to carry everybody along. Everybody must be carried along. Everybody must be free. Even a common Fulani man on the street can be able to appreciate, be able to go to school and know that nothing is freedom. They are lavishing in Alamajiri schools, hot on the streets, begging food. And when you even go to park, if you drop a food, a mama put on your corner to take a water to drink, they will rush your food, thinking that you have finished. And they are very happy because their leader made them to understand there is no benefit in education. But they themselves, they've been able to attend some corrupt education that they call Boko Haram, in order to have their 2.3 point to go to the same school that you in the Eastern region must have over 300 points to be able to go to school. At the end of it, they themselves, who don't want the others to go to be lavishing on the street, they will take the position that you are over. But they don't want the young to go to school. They keep terrorism, and you are supporting them. They open their border, inviting their brothers and sisters in the Republic of Nigeria to take over your land, and they are asking you to stop supporting Eastern Security Network. Are you mad? Isi adukwagemma. Isi kanaju adukwagemma. The people who don't love education, education is corrupt, but they've been able to go to the same school to have 2 points. Once you write your name, you write your name, you are not qualified to go to the school that I am supposed to score 300. And after that, when I graduated, I cannot be able to get a job that I have overqualified. But you who scored 2 points, you write your name and your surname, that's it. Highest 3 points. Write your name, surname, and it. You are qualified. I score over 300, I cannot be able to go. And people are clamoring for restructuring, knowing fully well that this restructuring was the reason why we had 1967, 1970 Biafra War. So that the people in the so-called Niger Delta can be able to control their resources. How many of you today have oil well in your Niger Delta, in your South? It's a question that Mazen Namde cannot ask. How many of you, how many billionaires do you have in South? How many? All they will do, they will give you safeguard, they will give you pipeline, like one who send a message to his people. One of the pipelines who claim to be a freedom fighter, but when he comes people, he will only give them 5 minutes of a program in order to convince them that he is talking. But of course, he is doing what? He is sending it to his co-workers. and by which I mean Asari Dokubo. The 5 minute program that he made concerning the Eastern Security Network, he said that something seriously is happening and that their elite, not our elite, that their elite are not doing anything about it, nor to stop it. This is what of a man called himself a freedom fighter. He is talking to his core partners in politics that something seriously is happening, which is what is happening as we're speaking, this Eastern Security Network. And their elite, which is their core partners, are not doing anything to stop it. He's talking to his people. He said that their people are led to destruction are his people. Because we in the IPU know very well that he is a saboteur. He and the people like Ralph Wazulike, he himself, Asari Dokubo, Joey Bokwe, and the rest of them, we know that they are saboteurs. So, who is Asari Dokubo referring to? We know that he is not talking about the people of Niger Avengers that were interviewed by the Al Jazeera in order to track down where they are, their location. This is the reason why this program this morning is about the interception we had with the military and police. We must check it thoroughly. Our scientists must provide something equipment that immediately we intercept those healers. We must thoroughly check if there is a device, because our leaders say that this war must not be fought in our township, because we want to safeguard our people. It must be fought in our bushes and our forests. So when they come to our bushes and forests to exchange one or two guns and abandon those cars and trucks, we must be very, very careful. This is the reason why that the authority of IPOB, which know that they have already know about what I'm talking about, but if they don't, this way they need to get to them, because outside the Kubel that said that something seriously is happening and their elite is not doing anything. So they are now doing everything humanly possible to stop it by putting tracking devices in the guns and the car that they abandon, so that they can be able to locate us, to track us. You see what I'm saying now? The only language that we understand right now is armed struggling. Even Channel Television cannot be able to come to forest, because if anybody come to forest, they know what will come to them. They know that. So the only thing that they can be able to come close to us is through armed struggling. And those armed struggling, we must be very, very careful. We must be very, very careful, because there is a tracking device on those arms. So before we immediately intercept those things, well, we must use our check. He said that their people are led to destruction by the talks, by which he means Eastern Security Network. This is the word of Asari Network. So it's a coded message, and I am breaking it down for you to understand what I'm talking about. So they are doing everything humanly possible to intercept and to track our location. By the tempest of the winds of the sea, a man will always be strong when he stands with his people. Who is that man? Is Azari Dokubo in peace with his people? Of course not. Who is in peace with his people? Is IPOB and Mazen Namdekano. Mazen Namdekano is in peace with his people, and a man will always be strong where he stands with his people. And he has a number to overcome his enemies. Who has the multitude number to overcome his enemy? Is Mazen Namdekano. Who is in peace with his people? Eastern Security Network is not Amambra, not Anambra. It's not Amambra Security Network. It's not Ibanke Security Network. It's the 13th in the present day. In the present day in Biafra land, they comprise the Eastern Security. So Mazen Namdekano, he is in peace, and he had the multitude number to. This is really right. As the Kubo said that a man with his people, and he is warning that something seriously is happening. So the elite do something. So we are also breaking it down, because they will send the code, our own. Not only talk, with the contribute money and otherwise. We are doing that. So it's not just about talking, bringing what is in our brain. There's what I'm saying now. Bringing what is in our brain to contribute on the street. So I urge each and every one of us who are in the IPOB, if you are not paying your dues, monthly dues, your contribution, free with donation, hardcore. Even if you like, be popular in the social media, and you are not doing those things, my brother, my sister, you are not a hardcore. Calling us people a few months ago to make sure that they intercept security network, the politicians, to do something. And I am here, we are here to let you know that we must think beyond our jubilation. Getting their vehicles and their trucks and whatever, we must have our destroy a check so that thank you very much for that thumbs up. Thank you very much for that thumbs up. Make sure you share this program, my brothers and sisters. This is a word of a man who called himself a freedom fighter, with a 5-minute broadcast with a coded message to send his people, which is the politicians, his elite, not our people. Because as long as we're concerned, for more than 60 years now, going to 61 years now, by the October 2021, damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria will be 61 years old. What benefit have you benefited? What benefit? Even your parents, at the time we're coming up, we then must have a lot of ideas of how to improve our lives and the rest of them. That's what I'm saying now. They must have had a lot of ideas on how to improve it now. But the government will always do what? To press us down. They will always come out to press us down for us not to be able to succeed. For us not to be able to succeed. That is why in 1966 coup, it was a revolution. 1966 coup that they called and they say that is a Igbo coup. It was not a coup. It is a revolution. And in a revolution, there are about to be casualties. They are bound to be casualties here and there. You know what I'm saying now? You understand? And then we're accusing us that there were not a lot of people being killed in the Biafra land. Mr. Obara, then governor, he was doing marvelously well. Every year, 40% top of our economy were building. How can you kill such a people? This is what our leader said on one of these meetings he had with Delo Mamudu and the other man. How can you kill a man who is in charge of an economy with over 40% every year? How can you kill such a man? So our parents might have an idea, a fantastic idea to improve our life. But because of they are all handicapped, they could not be able to do anything. So their dreams are being vandalized. Their dreams are being quenched by the Nigerian government. Asani Dokubo, he said that this is more sinister and more powerful. By which he meant by saying that the Eastern security is more sinister and more powerful than before of the Biafra army will be officially announced deployed. Yes, now is Eastern Security Network. Our official army has not been deployed, have not been announced, because, like we said, this war will be fought. It will be fought in the other side, not here. We are here to protect our land. We are here to protect our land. You know what I'm saying now? When the army will be deployed, there are people who will be vigilanting the communities, which is Eastern Security, and there are people who will go and intercept any external enemy, because anything that comes across the border of Biafra is an external enemy. So this is a vigilante called Eastern Security Network. It's a vigilante. It's not an army. Army of Biafra has not been deployed. And Asari Kubo was shouting, telling his elite that they should do everything humanly possible to stop what is going on. So we must also use our brain. Not to be quick enough to use those weapons, not to be quick enough to drive on those cars to take them in our safe location. We must be intelligent enough to have our destroy Biafran army have not been deployed. When it does, because when the Fulanis being invited by the governors and presidency, when they will be rampaging the Fulani, what do? The little one that they have, because we have more numbers than they do. When we take care of them, our army will join them over there, finish them off. Because we want everybody to be free. We want everybody to be free. And he said, when this army is deployed, that they will not only come for Asari Dokubo, but it will come for all of elites and the entire region. This is the word of Asari Dokubo. Now, when the official is a coded, is a 5-minute program, but I'm breaking it down for you. That when the official army is deployed, they will not only come for the Asari Dokubo, but they will also come for the elites. And he is telling them that he is more prepared than they are. But they should do something to stop it. Yes or no? So the coming of Biafra is for genuinely on this planet of Earth. On this planet of Earth. Planet of Earth. Biafra will be restored by God, by Chukwu Okike Abiyama, not by any mortal. We are not depending on anybody. We might be doing one or two paperwork in order to fit into the society, but the main job, our Chukwu Okike Abiyama is doing that for us. He's doing that for us. Our leaders say that God will not share his glory with any mortal. That by the time Biafra gets here to us, we will all be very thankful that out of billions of people that occupy this earth, heaven, to showcase his mighty works. Out of the people, out of the billions of people living in this world, God in heaven to showcase his might. So this is to tell you that what we are doing is a paperwork. Finishing what left of army work is part of paperwork. Doing one or two things, going to one office, going to one lobby or the other is part of paperwork. The main job is Chukwu Okike Abiyama. But while we are doing our paperwork number brain. So when we take it from the car, we must have our my brother, my sister, that is the end. That is the end. We cannot afford to lose our vigilante, because you know they don't have a military training. That is why you see most they were saying that one that this foolish man called himself Ralph was leaking said, hey, he comes up boys, you gather, then you just showcase yourself, blah 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 blah. They say they are not army. The real army, their job is to protect the land from you know what I'm saying now? So he chose Biafra in order to showcase his mighty work. So why can't we as a people do our own by supporting Eastern Security Network financially? Free will nation, monthly due, even my monthly due, as I'm speaking to you right now, will expire on the March. My monthly dues will expire March this 2021. So I am up to date. You know what I'm saying? We must do what is needful in order to safeguard our people, in order to be able to provide for shaving stick, in order to be able to provide for even while you are also